Hello YouTube, I've popped out into the garden today. It's not necessarily the nicest day, but it'll do, and it gives me the space to show off what I want to do here. I've not actually been doing too much painting recently. I'm in the process of setting up a gaming club with a few of my friends, and we need to start building scenery and stuff like that. So that is what I've been experimenting with. Something I had planned anyway was to do a Ten Thunders themed board for Malifaux. If you don't know, Malifaux is like a skirmish type game, and it's sort of steampunk, Victorian, Western, with Oriental flavour in it. Ten Thunders are kinda like sort of China, Japan, and some of the Far East countries all combined into one kingdom, and sort of like a crime family, like the Triads. And they kind of infiltrated and are trying to sort of pursue their own agendas. So there's lots of the Far Eastern themes with that, so that's what I went with. So first up, I've gone with sort of a Buddha style statue with like the bamboo that I have shown in a previous video. I'll put a link to that there so you can see where to pick this up from. And a couple of bamboo forests. Now literally with all of that, quite simple. I just bought the bamboo, I've given the stems a brown wash to try and tone them down a bit. Then it is hot glue gunning to a base and just a bit of flock over the top. I have put filler on the base as well. There is a guy who has been helping me out a tremendous amount on this. His name is Mel, he's the terrain tutor. Please go check his videos out because they are so easy to follow and really, really useful if you're interested in this sort of thing, and he will talk you through it. He's really nice, really friendly, and incredibly helpful. So yeah, I've got a couple of those on the go. Just to give you an idea of scale, we've got a Ronin there for Malifaux. So in terms of scale, it works quite well. I mean, even that little piece is going to give you some cover and something to work with. Now, the statue itself is from Anastay Castings. I'll show you the how it's spelt. Relatively cheap. Quite fun to paint, but yeah. So, therein ends that bit of the advert. Okay, at least you got to see it. I don't know whether I pronounced it right or not. But yeah, that's that for scale. Oh, and I green stuffed a little bowl there for offerings and stuff. So that's the first bits of it I've done. In the background you can probably see the buildings. Actually, looking at this, my garden looks kind of oriental. Strange. Right. So, what I also picked up, and this was at Salute, was some buildings. These are from Plastercraft Games, and they seem to do quite a nice range of sort of Japanese style buildings. They're all made out of plasticard, and were quite easy to stick together, relatively straightforward. I had to do a bit of a wooden texture on the floor bits here, but that was simple enough to do, and they're really nice buildings. In total, I think I paid 19 quid for the two buildings and the arch. The statues I picked up at the same time as the Buddha statue, but it just offsets them quite well. In terms of scale, I'll put the Ronin in front of the door. Yeah, it works, it's doable, it gives the impression that I want it to give. Possibly she'd struggle a bit getting through the door, but if you don't look too closely, you're all good. So yeah, painted those myself. They don't come painted, but yet again, easy to do. It was literally just a few colours and everything else, and I do like those statues. Those dogs are really cool, and I think they sort of offset. Now, that isn't enough for a board in itself, I know that. So I'm working on some other bits. If I can get like a river in which I'm currently working on, do a few rocks, stuff like that, it will give me enough to play with, I think, on a very, very themed Malifaux board. I hope you liked the video. If you did, give it a like. If you feel like commenting, comment, and if you want to, please subscribe. I'll be talking about the river probably in the next video once I've actually got that finished. You take care. Bye.